This is the installation of the guillotine, the chopping of the eminent domain. I have a little scroll here I'm going to read, and then we'll proceed with the ceremony. Today we're taking a big step. So far we have worked within the law, but our enemies have fought the law and turned it against us. We are declaring a revolt against eminent domain law. Some say we are just a bar and a neighborhood. How can we stand up to banks and the fat cats and the forces they will soon bring against us? We say look at the new London, Connecticut, where they leveled the neighborhood because the Supreme Court said the banks and the developers come first and the people don't count at all. People lost their homes there, and now there's a big lot because the banks have changed their minds. This bar is scheduled to be torn down for Acorn, the British bank, and a Russian billionaire, by a law that has become so corrupt by money and greed that we cannot obey it. Last Sunday we installed the chains of justice in preparation for the upcoming siege of the bar. Today, Sunday, December 27th, we are declaring revolt and collecting money for armor plating to protect homeowners and renters from eviction. We will condemn and guillotine eminent domain FG. They hope to build a stadium named for Barclays Bank and a soon-to-be Russian-owned New Jersey Nets University of Hospital. And some shady housing operated by Acorn. We say the banks and foreigners have taken an Afro-American and that Acorn needs to keep their paws off our bar and off our neighborhood. The law they're using to do this has become corrupted. You cannot take property from one person and just give it to somebody else. This is just like a foreclosure, except they are foreclosing on a neighborhood, and we're not even behind on the mortgage. We urge all bars to join us in saying no to the banks and their foreclosures and their eminent domain property seizings. The bank has robbed this country blind, using our own laws against us. Barclays Bank and your lobbyist friends. We don't care how many laws you buy. This bar isn't going anywhere. Thank you. Yay!
For eminent domain, born of the noble purpose of building hospitals and roads, now lying here accused of being a thief, stealing for a British bank, sadly misguided Acorn, and their friend, the un-American Mr. Ratner, the biggest spending real estate lobbyist in the state of New York. And eminent domain has not only been a thief, but also a traitor to the country and people he was born to serve. For in this outrageous case, eminent domain is being used to take Americans from their home, not just for a British bank, but also for Russia. Russia's richest man and Russia's most powerful banks will gain control of this neighborhood. We did not win the Cold War to have an American states government seize our land from Mother Russia. Eminent domain, you are hereby condemned, having become a thief and a traitor. May God have mercy on your soul, and the souls of all who will come to take our bar for the banks.
Cut him down.
Sometime soon, in the next weeks and months, a battle of epic proportion will be fought here at Freddy's bar. The banks and the lobbyists call it Eviction Day. But around here, it's known by the fighting Freddy's as Bars versus Banks Smackdown. They will send their marshals and bulldozers. We will chain ourselves to the bar, fortify the armor on our neighbors' doors, and defeat them and their hired forces. And we will take no prisoners. Banks and foreign powers have taken enough from us, from all of us, and this bar is not part of their bailout. We warn Russia too. You can run, but you cannot hide. You want to take American soil, you just come here yourselves and try. When the siege starts is when your first taste of real pain begins. It's the bars versus the bank. Doesn't matter if it's a British bank, we beat you in 1776. Doesn't matter if it's a Russian billionaire and the banks he owns. We cooled your heels in the Cold War. You will leave humiliated.
Off with their heads!
The Fightin' Freddy's invites all bars to join us in defeating the banks. In the Fightin' Freddy's Bars versus Banks Smackdown. Coming soon to a corner very near you.
Hey, off with it!
We sentence you to death.
Good work.
This is the lockbox. It will be kept at the bar to raise money for armor for the homes of the renters and the homeowners who the banks seek to displace from this neighborhood. We'll put armor on the doors and we will stand against them when they come.
Yay!
Thank you all.